I'm back for part 2 of 5 parts of my eyeshadow palettes, my collection and declutter series. So please excuse my terrible nails. They looked amazing yesterday, and then I went to work and they broke off. But anyway, we are going to get right into this. I'm going to do it voiceover style because I learned last time it takes me a long time to do it if I don't. So I'm just going to be showing you each of the palettes, telling you what they are in a voiceover, and swatching a few shades from each one. And yeah, that seemed to go fairly well once I kind of figured that out last time. So that is what I'm going to do. So here we go into the second part of my eyeshadow palette collection. We're going to start off with my pure palettes. I have 3. This first one is the Trolls palette. I got this as a gift from my amazing friend Leanne Soreo. And so I'm just going to swatch a few colors here for you and kind of show you a variety. I will do that of each palette just so you get an idea of what the colors are like and that kind of thing. So not super intense shades in this palette, but it's really cute and I do enjoy the colors. And since Leanne gave it to me and I love her, I love it. This is the Pure Visionary palette. Now, I do know that they reformulated this, so I'm not sure what the newer formulation is like, but this one is phenomenal. And this one, my cousin Debbie, Debutante, gave me. I love this palette. I have used it a ton. You can tell kind of by looking at it. They are very, like, creamy shadows, and look at that. Do you see that? Like, such gorgeous metallic kind of shades. The mattes in it are beautiful. I absolutely love this palette. So, the Pure Visionary. And then this is the Pure Celebrate Your Selfie. It's a Sweet 16 palette. That side is face products. This side has lashes and a lip gloss and mascara. On the inside here, the shades actually make out number 16, which I had a hard time showing just because of the limited space I had there. But these are really pretty shadows too. Kind of similar to the Visionary, but not quite as creamy as those. So you can kind of see there. That was a little chunkier. This I won in a giveaway from Clara Barrera, who is also an amazing friend of mine. And just super cute packaging on this one. And then I decided to kind of show you glitter. These glitters you absolutely have to use a glitter glue for because they're chunky and they will just fall off if you don't. Now, this is the only Balm palette. This is in the palm of your hand, and it's actually eyes and face. So I'm just going to show you some of the shades for the eyes. You will notice very quickly that they are not very pigmented, which not everybody wants that, and sometimes I don't either. So it is nice for a quick grab to take with you, like on vacation and stuff like that. If you know you're going to be doing very minimal makeup, I will actually probably take it camping with me to church camp. So there you go. This is the NARS Suede palette, so it's just a little shadow palette. I love these kind of shades. These do give me like ABH sultry palette vibes as far as how the shades, the colors are. I actually have never used this palette, so this swatching is my first time swatching it or anything. NARS Suede. Love those colors though. This is the NARS Ignited palette. Love the packaging on this. So pretty. It's just fun. And then I have used this one a few times. It's not like my favorite palette or anything, not one I reach for a whole lot. I like it when I use it, but the shadows are very much like those shimmery ones are much more topper feeling, which you will see when I swatch it. They're more sheer, so definitely better to put over top of a, another shadow, which I can use out of the palette, but it is pretty. This Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream, I actually got this from Poshmark. I bought it used, and then I just scraped it really good and sprayed it and stuff. Oh my goodness. I would love to get some more Dominique Cosmetics palettes because if they're anything like this one, well, just look. Oh, like look at those mattes and the shimmers. It is gorgeous. I love this palette so much. That blue is just something else. This is the Too Faced Teddy Bear palette, which I just recently won, and from Christy Hosier, a big giveaway that I won from her. I'll link that right up there for you so you can check that out. Such a cute palette. Adorable packaging. The shades are really pretty. I love the look I did with it. I already did a video with it, which I'll try to remember to link that as well. And so if you're interested in checking that out, wondering if it's something you should pick up, I really do like it. This is a Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. This was one that was on QVC, and it came in a set with a lip gloss and a brush. And I do try to reach for it sometimes, but I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite palettes. I don't dislike it, but it's just, you know, I don't know. I wanted more from it, I felt like. But these shades are really pretty. When I look at it like that, I'm like, ooh, I want to use it. This is what's so fun about swatching your palettes like this, because it's like, oh yeah. And sometimes, you know, I was trying to swatch some shades that I don't always, or maybe haven't used at all. This watermelon palette from Too Faced, I also got in that giveaway from Christy Hosier. I just showed you the face palette side, but I'm just going to swatch the eyeshadow side. So I have not used this palette yet. So me touching these shadows right now is my first time doing that. And I love that green. It's subtle, but you could probably build it. But I just love shades like that. So I'm going to be doing a look with the eyeshadow side and the face palette side. This is the Tarteist Pro from Tarte, and I've had this one for a while. I'm trying to think if, I think maybe this was a used one that Debbie sent me, that because she had sent me some used palettes at one time, and I feel like this might have been one of them. And I actually have used this palette quite a bit. Look at those shadows. Those are so pretty. And Tarte, oh man, their products smell so good. So love that. Then I had won this Tardis Pro Remix. I can't even remember where or when, but very pretty also, as you can see. I've used it a couple times, maybe 3. So I guess that would be a few. But it's not something I reach for a whole lot because it's very shimmer heavy, and I sometimes just don't tend to reach for that. And that's harder for me to figure out a look with. But look at those. Gorgeous. So very happy with that palette. You can make some beautiful looks with it. This I also won from Christy Hosier. This is the Morphe 35S Sweet Oasis palette. Check out those colors. They are stunning. I have done, I believe, 4 looks now with this. I only did 1 on camera, but oh my gosh, that silver right there, panoramic shot, is my new favorite silver. It is so stunning. So definitely used that in the video that I did with this palette. Look at that silver. Oh, I love it so much. But these shadows are gorgeous. I am not usually a huge fan of Morphe. This is the only Morphe palette I own aside from the Jaclyn Hill Vault palettes. But I really like this palette. It's just beautiful. Very neutral over to the left, and then moving over into the colors. This is my Blush Tribe, which is out of business now, Polina palette. And from Polina Beauty, I really love this palette. I love watching her. And that Soli shade is one of my absolute favorites of any palettes that I have, which you'll see is the second shade there. Ooh, love that. But very beautiful. These are like the colors that at that time were her favorites to use, and I'm very happy to have this palette. And that's her on there. And then this is the Sydney Grace Mel Thompson Tiny Marvels palette. And I won this from Holly Ann Beauty. Oh my gosh. I fell in love with that Firebutt shade and Mantis, which you'll see I had to kind of double up on the shadow. But look at that Firebutt shade. Oh my goodness. That's Mantis, so I had to dip back into it. Also, you have to remember, I'm wiping my hand repeatedly with a, makeup removing wipe and stuff. So that does affect how these work, but so pretty. And oh my gosh, I'm so happy to have this palette. It's just stunning. Like, look at those shades. Beautiful. This is Alien Cosmetics Phases palette, which I got from my cousin Debbie, Debutante. And I love this palette. This is the only palette I own from Alien Cosmetics. I know Debbie loves that brand. And so I was so excited when she sent this to me, and we actually did a look together with it where our husbands picked the shades that we used, which my husband was trying to do me dirty on that one, but I think I did all right. But look at those. Ooh. And that glitter, it is so pretty, such a pretty iridescent. Obviously use glitter glue, but oh my gosh, so pretty. And Debbie is the glitter queen, so. Debbie also sent me this Ace Beauté Flair palette. I wanted this palette for so long, and I was so excited when she sent it to me. And I actually did a collab with it with Kate from Scotland, and that was so much fun. But look at those shades, you guys. They're such beautiful shadows. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. The second one, that Biscotti shade, is one of my favorite shades now. And it pulls with whatever colors you use. Love it. This is the Hank and Henry Teddy palette. Look at those colors. This is like a fall dream to me. That Fuzzies that I first am using, oh, I love that shade. And the golds in here, both of them, I only showed one, but they're both beautiful. So check those out. It's really a pretty palette, and I just feel like they're such pretty warm fall colors. Like, look at those. That's fall. I'm already ready for fall. That might sound weird, but I am a fall and winter girl. So this is the LMR Cosmetics Raina Del Caribe palette. Oh my goodness, this is one of my all-time favorites. This palette is so beautiful, you guys. Wait till you see these shimmers. And I noticed something when I was doing the swatching. So Firebuds has, like, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have anything like that. Well, do you see that first shade right there? That's an awful lot like Firebuds from the Sydney Grace Tiny Marbles palette. So I'm like, oh, I guess I did have a shadow that was similar to that. But this palette, oh, it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, every time I do a look with it, sorry, it comes out amazing. This is the Nomad Cosmetics Tuscany palette. I got this from my beautiful friend Raina from Boxes and Deals when we were doing a little advent calendar thing by Christmas time last year. And this is such pretty warm tone shadows. Like, Nomad Cosmetics, you cannot go wrong. Their shadows are beautiful. They're so just soft and easy to use, and I love them. And this is the Nomad Berlin Underground. I just used this in a collab that I did actually with Raina and with Claire Barrera, and I was very happy with the grungy look I came up with. This palette is a grungy dream to me. So yeah, I tried to use some different colors. The look I did was with like the blues and kind of gray shades. So if you want to check that out, you can. But these are beautiful. They just go on beautifully. Like, you cannot do a bad look with these. And then this is the Nomad Tokyo palette. This is pastel. It's super fun. And I struggle a little bit because I definitely seem to like a little bit darker looks on me. But it is really fun. And you can do such pretty looks. And that green right there, oh, wait till you see. They're like more like toppers, those bottom ones, which you will be able to tell. But look at those mattes. I mean, yes, they're looking a little chunky the way I swatched them, but they're beautiful. But do you see those toppers? Oh, they're so pretty. Definitely a fun palette to have. I'm so happy that I have it. This is the KVD Vegan Palette. Actually, Claire Barrera sent this to me. She had sent me a few, actually not a few, she sent me a lot of some used palettes that she had that she thought I might like, and I was very happy to have these. And so here are some swatches for you. I did a bad job with that, but I wanted to show you, like, it's like black with like a gold glitter in it, and it's really pretty. These are not super boom in your face shadows, but they are very pretty. I really do like it. I've used that, I think, only twice, but I do like it. This is also KVD, or well, it was Kat Von D. This is the Divine palette. Divine was actually a drag queen, and I'll tell you more about that in a second. But I love the color story of this palette. I have done looks with this a few times. I know I did at least one in a video, and I thoroughly enjoy it. It's just really fun. It's different from anything else I have. And I'm going to show you at the end here, I'm pointing at Hairspray because Divine played the mom in Hairspray, the movie, and I loved that. And this is the Esperanza palette. I have not used this yet, so this is my first time swatching it or anything. So you definitely know that's going to have to have a look done with it soon. I'm going to put it in my bin of never used palettes, and then we're going to start working through those because I definitely want to do that. Again, not super boom in your face shadows, but very pretty. And I do like the light color story of this one. And the packaging is beautiful. And then last up is my Kat Von D 10th anniversary palette. This was the first thing that was ever sent to me right when I started my channel. And this was from Super Lady, who is Joanna. And she is the sweetest girl. She's beautiful. She's a sweetheart. She's so encouraging and just kind. And I absolutely love her. And she sent this to me and I was so overwhelmed. I still am. I will never ever get rid of this palette. I love it so much. Check those colors out. Okay, that's where I'm going to leave off for today. And yeah, I'm going to clean myself up. I'm thoroughly glitterified, which is fine with me. So I can't wait to hear what you guys thought of that installment and that part of my collection. What was your favorite thing? If there is ever something when I'm showing in these collections that you would like to see me use that palette, please tell me, or certain colors from a palette or whatever, because that is super fun to me and I would love to do that for you guys. And also I'm going to be I think I'm mentioning probably when I do the voiceovers, palettes that I have not used yet, they're going to be going into a separate little kind of bin, so that those will be some things I will be focusing on in the very near future. Because what the heck, I have beautiful palettes that I haven't even used yet. So, so yeah, some of those things, and yeah, just let me know what you think. And I will talk to you soon. See ya for part 3 of 5. Yes, ridiculous, but this needs to be done so I can see what I have. Just kind of pare things down. And don't forget, if you are not opposed to gently used makeup that is sanitized, there's going to be a giveaway at the end of the series. So that will be coming up soon too. All right, see you guys later. Bye.